Hey there folks, Meteorologist Matt Barrentine, the Fox 10 News Weather. So I'm going to give you this update here on fox10tv.com. We are watching some areas out in the tropics, as you would expect here at this time of year. We do have a couple tropical waves. The first one that's a little bit closer in here in the tropics, the model's really not doing much with this, so not a big concern at this point. There's another one that's much farther out around the Cape Verde Islands. It's going to move towards the central part of the Atlantic. Eventually, this one may well develop. It's going to take a good bit of time. It is way out there. I mean, it's a week away even from getting towards the Caribbean, so we got plenty of time to keep an eye on that. Something that's definitely a lot closer to home for us is tropical wave here. It's just now north of the Dominican Republic and the Turks and Caicos. It's going to work its way off to the northwest. Right now, the National Hurricane Center has it at about 30%. I think they may be upping this number. We're seeing some signs on our modeling that we may see something trying to develop there, and it's certainly possible because look at this. I mean, the water temperatures are really warm, and particularly if it goes south the Florida Peninsula, goes over the Florida Keys, not much there to knock it back. So here's what we're looking at. This is the European model. I'm going to show you both models, and this is Saturday at noon, so I'm fast forwarding by a few days, okay? So please keep that in mind. This is showing a weak circulation there, not too far from Key West on Saturday around lunchtime. Then as we get to Sunday morning, it shows a little bit tighter of a circulation, possibly a tropical storm trying to develop there just off the west coast of Florida. But then interesting, look what happens from Sunday morning to Monday morning. You can see it moves more over towards us, and we could be looking at, it's not a very strong system as what it's appearing here on the European model, but that is what it's showing. So that's the European model. How about we check out the American model? Same time, Saturday at lunchtime, showing something very similar. Weak circulation not too far off the Keys. But here's where things are a little different. Instead of off the west coast of Florida, it shows this weak circulation Sunday morning pretty much due south of us, and then it moves it almost due north towards us by Sunday afternoon. So slightly different timing and a slightly different path, but sort of the same sort of impacts. We might be talking about a, well, at least what this is showing is a lower end tropical storm possibly, but still a lot to go through before we get here, guys. So we got a number of days out. A lot can change here with this forecast. It's just one model of each run, but these are our best models. So we're going to have to kind of wait and see. I just wanted to get it in your head that this weekend we're going to be possibly dealing with something. Now, certainly we're going to have rain, so please keep that in mind. There's going to be some rain moving in. It's going to help us with our temperatures. We know that too, as well as that moves on in. What we've looked at here today, it's been pretty quiet here across the area, but once again, it's been quite hot. The reason why it's been hot, we have an upper level high pretty much sitting on top of us. This is going to kind of back off to the east and weaken here over the next few days, but we're still going to be under its influence. That's why we're going to still remain above normal. Not record-breaking, but above normal here for the next few days. Futurecast for your Wednesday is pretty quiet through the first half of the day. Then we get to the second half of the day, one or two little showers may pop up. Rain chance only about 10%. So once again, pretty unlikely that you see any rain out there on your Wednesday afternoon. Here's what your Wednesday morning looks like. Temperatures will be in the 70s. Start off with the afternoon. It'll once again be right back up and lower to mid-90s, so above normal. Normal this time of year is about 88 degrees for highs. We'll be 5 or 6 degrees above that once again. So it's not record territory, but it's still well above average as we look towards your Wednesday. Here's how it looks over your next several days. So we stay that hot right through the end of the work week, and then here comes the change. That tropical moisture moving in Saturday, and then particularly on Sunday, really good chance of rain there, and some of that rain may linger into Monday as well, just depending on exactly what happens. Now keep in mind, those models that we were just looking at, they don't know exactly where the system is starting, so they have a really hard time pinpointing exactly where it's going to go and what's going to become of it. So there's going to be a lot of changes here over the next several days. The bottom line is certainly be prepared for some rain this upcoming weekend, and keep an eye on us here at Fox 10. We'll be tracking this all the way. Something decides to start to flare up, we'll certainly let you know about. That's your forecast. We go here through the rest of the week. I hope you have yourselves a great weekend. Have a good one.